one of the trainers here at Sea Lion and Otter. So right where you guys are standing is kind of where we start our day every day. So we'll walk through those gates. Behind me here through the animal area, do not enter sign, is where all of our stadium animals live. So any animals you guys see in our presentations live back there. That includes our otters as well. So we have about 14 sea lions back there and about 17 otters or so. So back there, have you guys been to our presentations at all yet? You have? Okay, so our Clyde and Seymour, sorry if I crushed your dreams, are just stage names for those animals. So we have about 4 or 5, I know, I'm sorry. We have about 4 or 5 animals that play those parts of Clyde and Seymour that live back there. And that's the same with our otter roll as well. So we have about 4 or 5 otters right now that are doing that otter part as well. So they all live back there. And then up there where you guys were at, and also this back hallway, is kind of our whole exhibit side that we like to say. So we have about 90 animals total out on the exhibit side. And then back here we have, gosh, I don't know, 30 or so animals back there that we all take care of individually, which is pretty fun. We did have a very successful pupping season this past summer. We had 9 pups born, which is super fun. So if you guys, when you guys head on back up there, see all the little guys swimming around, they're definitely getting big fun, and they like to swim, do jumps, all that fun stuff. So we go through, with that being said, with all our animals, we go through about 1,000 pounds of fish to feed all of our animals a day. So part of our role, we have to come in, we have to prep all that food, of course. So we do have a team that comes in bright and early at 5 a.m. every morning. So they bucket, weigh out, and prep all the food and all the dyes that are needed for the day that we feed. We do feed a variety of herring, mackerel, squid, smelt, capelin, sardines, a whole bunch of different fish that they love. We'll also occasionally utilize Jello as well. So Jello is a really great way for animals to get a little extra boost to hydration. It's also a really great opportunity for us to incorporate some enrichment. So enrichment is anything, I just kind of say it's a fancy term for toys basically. So all this stuff you guys see over here is enrichment that we would use for our animals. So back to the Jello, it's obviously mainly just water. So they're gonna get all the hydration through the fish that they eat. They're not gonna drink any of the water that they're living in. So the capelin fish is probably their most hydrating fish that we can give them. I kind of like to compare it to a cucumber. It's very high water content. But with the Jello, again, it's just some extra boost of hydration. We'll also put in some fun bowls to make it a little more fun. So we can change the shape of it, we'll change the color of it, we'll add fish to it, we'll make some Jello-fish freeze pops, anything that our animals are gonna have fun playing with. A few things we like to consider when we're considering enrichment, of course, is safety. That's our #1 thing, obviously. So anything that's gonna be safe for our animals. Sea lions, they might not quite, otters are really lucky. They get basically anything they want since they're so small. Sea lions, on the other hand, we worry about choking hazards, of course. So they're not gonna get quite as much. So like these blue balls and this little purple cylinder thing, they won't get it just because we don't want them to choke on it. But with the otters, these things are always fun for them. So we'll do some playtimes with some of their sessions. So every animal has a base diet. We'll split that base diet up into different sessions throughout the day. It can vary between 3, 4, sometimes 5 sessions a day. So usually within one of those sessions, we like to do a playtime with these guys just to have fun with them. This is a common one we use for our otters. As you guys can see, it's basically a dog toy or a cat toy. So we'll put food, some ice, some Jello in here, and then they'll use their little paws to kind of grasp at it. Anything to help stimulate their brain is going to be super good for them as well. And then same with this blue ball, we'll put some shrimp, we'll put some capelin in here. That's the main thing that our otters eat, are shrimp, capelin, and smelt. So we'll put all that fun stuff in here. They'll use the little paws to work at it, use that brain, stimulate that brain to help use it. Do you guys know who Slowpoke is? So Slowpoke is our Pacific walrus. So she does some of our presentations. She is actually the oldest walrus in human care in the world. So she is 46 or 47, don't quite remember her age, but it's 46 or 47. So we're very lucky to get to work with her. She's a remarkable animal. But just as we get older, our joints get a little stiffer, we get a little slower. So she does get physical therapy every day. We also have other sea lions that get physical therapy. Rewind is another one. He's one of our stadium animals. He gets physical therapy. So that can look different per day. Sometimes we'll have our vets come down, they'll do laser therapy. We have one of those massage guns. I don't know if you guys know what those are. We'll use those on Rewind for his neck. And then also just simple stretching as well we'll do. So Slowpoke's super fun because we'll do some fun PT stuff with her. So this kind of half boomer ball, I always like to showcase because this is a fun physical therapy thing that Slowpoke loves. So what we'll do is we'll have her kind of grasp her flippers around these sides. And Slowpoke's eating about 65 pounds of food a day right now. And that's a variety of shucked clams, squid, and herring. So we'll mainly put clams in here. So we'll put a whole bunch of clams in here, and then she'll grip these sides with her flippers, and we'll have her lift it up, and she'll slurp all the food out this hole at the end. So it's super fun for her because she's getting a whole bunch of food for doing that. But it's really good for her health and for her joints to keep her moving and limber. Awesome. So when this group kind of heads on up, I'm going to switch gears, you guys. We're going to head on back into our CC hallway. So I asked you guys to sit through another foot bath for you. You just don't want to bring any bacteria or contaminants in. And then I'll kind of talk to you guys more when we get back here. You guys have any questions at all so far? So I'm just rambling.
Is there a progression between like the show animals and the specific ones?
Yeah, so all
Would
of
you
our...
start over here and work or go back?
Yep, so all of our show animals were born out on the preserve. So kind of, this is honestly kind of the hallway we kind of start that transition. So in here we have some of our younger guys. So what we can do is we'll shut this door here. We can open up this door. This door leads right out to the preserve that you guys were just at. And then we can open up this hallway to any animals that want to come back here. Sometimes, like these guys, they stay in here because they kind of like the solitude, just away from everything sometimes. We also have sprinkler heads above. Yeah, me too. We also have sprinkler heads above. So what we can do, we kind of turn this back here into a fun playtime. We'll make it a big slip and slide for them. So we'll throw a whole bunch of fish, ice, jello back here. They can come and go as they're free. So what we'll do is, any animals that come back here and don't quite want to go back out, we'll kind of slowly start doing stuff with them so we can start hand feeding them fish, see if they respond to it. Any animal that looks eager and wanting to participate with us, we can move over. Not all animals are going to be into that, which is fine, you know, we all like our different things. But this is kind of where that whole process starts for that. So we can keep walking this way. We hear you. So in this pool, we have Chip and Lemon down here. So Chip and Lemon are some of our old ladies, I like to say. You guys can go ahead and take a look, just please don't stick your hands in there. So this kind of back hallway is what we call our CC hallway. That doesn't necessarily mean we have critical care animals back here. So Chip and Lemon, we do kind of count as any animal that's going to need more than like your once a month kind of check. So Lemon is pretty much blind in one eye, and Chip is almost completely blind. Hi, Enid. So this is Enid. Yeah, I know. Enid's back here because she got a little too aggressive. You can see she has a cut on her flipper in her nose. But our vets come to look at it about once a week. So any animal that is back here, it's something that our vets might need to look at for medical reason. Hi, lady. I know, you're very cute. I know. We also try to make sure any animal that's back here has a companion. So Shane is also the one that's laying on the back there. Sea lions are very social animals, so we always like them to have a pair to either play with, sleep with, anything like that. They're crazy. You guys have any questions so far? I did, yep. So I went to school for marine sciences. I did an internship with sea lions up in Wisconsin, actually. Yeah, and then I was an aquarist for a while, worked with some aquarium stuff, and then I came here for this job. Yeah, I really love it. They're super fun. I always like to say, they have the personality of dogs. We call them our big sea dogs. They really do. And it's fun because you can build different relationships with each animal. Same with them as well, which is super cool. All of our animals on preserve do get a yearly physical as well, so it actually is physical season for us. So Shane just got his last week, and then the two up there might be on schedule for some, I'm not quite sure. But all of our sea lions do get yearly physicals, make sure they're on track, they're growing, they're healthy, all that fun stuff for them. Awesome, any other questions, you guys? Just in awe. What's the oldest sea lion? Oldest? Believe is Gunner, who's on our sea line, who was on our stadium side. He's 27. He's a sweet old man. We love him. He's super fun. Kind of has this grace going on above his eyes. He's super cute.
Yeah, all the sea lions are here now. Are they all born in SeaWorld or anything?
So all the ones right now, at least on Exurb, were born here. Carly was a rescue who's out on our preserve. That's the only one I'm aware of. I believe that's the only one I'm aware of. But most of them were born out here. Yeah. Awesome. You guys want to work happening with this one? Inside. You'll see a lot of our seals hanging around this area. Kind of our seal cone, seal grotto. I like to say it is. You guys can see Frances and her pup's actually right behind her. So some of our pups are out there as well. That's cool.